welcome to another episode of Lifestyle Level Up. Today we got a new box of goodies, a new guest, and a new game. And of course we are sponsored by the incredible, the superb FabFitFun subscription box. You can get your own box of goodies for your everyday and every occasion needs at FabFitFun.com. And today our guest is Brittney Irving, aka Lady Danger, Twitch streamer, cosplayer, and dare I say, Magic the Gathering superstar. What's up, Brittney?
I'm doing great, Becca. How are you?
Oh my gosh, so good. So excited to play some Magic with you today. And yes, we are playing Magic the Gathering. It has a digital version called Magic the Gathering Arena that's available on both PC and Mac now. It just came to Mac pretty recently. Brittney, can you tell everybody about your crazy experience and how your life is basically all Magic every day?
All Magic every day. Well, I'm an editor for a Magic the Gathering podcast based around the Commander format, which is a older format, the eternal format of Magic, and I learn something new every day. It's so much information, and I take all of that information and I kind of like put it together when I play Standard to create some fun little decks. And I'm just really excited to play with you today because it's our first time playing together.
I know. So we've known each other just from around being in Los Angeles and being nerds, but we've never actually played Magic together, not even like Commander in person, even though we've seen each other at Magic events.
I know, it's sad that we haven't, but here we are now, so that's in the past.
All right, for those who want the very 101 basics of how to play Magic the Gathering, essentially Brittney and I are both playing as planeswalkers, powerful wizards, and we each are going to be playing Standard, so that means we have a deck of 60 cards, and we each start with 20 as our life total at the beginning of the game. Our goal is to get our opponent down to 0 life before they get us down to 0 life. And we're going to do this by playing land cards once per turn, and those can be tapped, turned sideways, for mana, which we can use to spend on more powerful cards, to summon creatures, or to do other sorts of spells that affect our opponents in different ways. It can get rather complicated, but we're going to keep it simple and probably just start smashing in for some damage as soon as possible. So, Brittney, do you want to get into our first game?
Let's do it. I'm ready.
I'm ready, too. As we boot up our arena clients, Brittney and I both got boxes of awesome swag from our sponsor, FabFitFun. And Brittney, I want to know what's in your box. Did you get anything good?
I did. I'm actually wearing one of them. This little maroon velvet headband is like keeping my hair out of my head, especially when I'm playing like Magic. I just don't want to fuss with anything. So like, I love that. It's just, I don't know. It's great.
And it's in the Jund colors, red, green, and black, which are your colors.
On brand. On brand. Always.
So on brand. I think that's the Lele Sadowi headband.
It is. It is.
Nice.
I love it. I would totally get another one.
Ooh, it's very cute. I love velvet anything.
It's so soft.
Yeah, I'm all about textures.
I'm really big on textures. What did you get that you liked?
Oh, you mean my Lily Pulitzer mug?
Oh, ooh.
Put a little chai tea in here this morning, and I'm really obsessed with its design. Blue's
It's so
kind of
cute.
my color.
Yeah, I was gonna say it matches your shirt.
You know, blue is also sometimes my color in Magic. I really love some Simic, which is green and blue, and I love to play a lot of like flash and counter spells, but I don't know if that deck is particularly good right now, so I'm going to be playing some green and red.
I think I'm just gonna play some mono black. It's a tried and true classic of Magic, so we'll see.
Can't go wrong. Okay. All right, Lady Danger, I am challenging you to a friendly challenge.
Duel. All right. Where'd you go? What? There we go. Are you ready?
I'm so ready. All right, I've been preparing. Oh my gosh, your avatar is so you.
Thank you. It really is me.
Okay, I'm checking out my opening hand of 7 cards. If I don't like my opening hand, I can send it back for one less card. But I think we're good. Okay, I kept my opening hand because I have a good mix of lands and the spells that I'd like to start out with. So we'll see how it goes.
So I'm going to start out with a 1-drop, which is kind of really what you want when you're first playing your cards. So I'm going to play my land, and it's automatically going to tap when I play this Knight of Ebon Legion.
Ooh, Knight of the Ebon Legion is a baller card. I'm a little scared because once you get more mana out, you can just make him a big, bad, stompy boy. This 1/2 in the bottom is your power and toughness, of course. So I'm going to throw down the adventure side of Love Struck Beast, Heart's Desire, and I will create a 1/1 white human creature token. All right, so I played my basic land, a forest, and it is now tapped. I spent that forest to play a creature, and this creature has a power and toughness, those numbers in the bottom right-hand corner, and it can attack later on either my opponent's life total or one of her creatures.
All right, so I think just because you have a 1/1 out there and I have a 1/2, I'm going to go ahead and attack you with it.
Seems rude.
Oh, it is not rude. It's how you play the game.
I will not be blocking. I'm just kidding. See, this is why you don't play with a camera open against strangers. Oh, come on, you're really going to do that? You're really going to do that?
It's what I'm going to do, and as my last part of my after my combat phase, I'm going to play an additional Knights of the Ebon Legion because I still have some open mana and I want to be efficient. And so since I already attacked and you didn't block, I knew you didn't have any crazy tricks up your sleeve and I could play another card.
Yeah, Vampire Knight needs his brother.
Gotta have pals to attack with.
All right, I've got some choices here. Oh, what do I want to do? I think I'm none too happy about you having 2 Vampire Knights coming at me, so I'm going to stomp one of them with the adventure side of my Bone Crusher Giant. And now the way is clear for this sweet little Heart's Desire to get in there for one little ping of damage.
It sure is. So I think, do I want... I mean, you just killed one of my creatures. Should I kill one of yours? I don't think I'm going to play that kind of game. All right. Let's see.
You're a better woman than I.
For now. All right, I think I'm going to play another creature and tap my mana that I played. And now that you're open, I'm just going to go ahead and swing at you because you attacked me. And maybe I got some tricks up my sleeve for next time.
Ooh, the Hooded Blightfang has Death Touch.
It does.
Sneaky, sneaky. That means if you deal damage to any of my creatures, it will kill them.
It would kill him, and it's a 1/4, which means that it's got a pretty good toughness, so I don't know if you're going to be able to get through that.
He a thick boy.
I love a good thick boy.
Okay. Choices. I suppose the Heart's Desire, she wants her Love Struck Beast. They gotta be friends.
You just
we're not
really
going to attack into your deck.
You really like playing that.
I mean, it's a card in the deck, and when you can get a 5/5 on turn 3, that's a lot of value right there. I'd say that's a pretty clutch move. I will take it every time.
Alrighty. So now you got a 5/5 out, so I don't know if it's super safe to attack here. But I'm going to just play Demonic Embrace and enchant my Blightfang so it has flying now, and I can just attack over you.
Okay, that's some evasion right there. Oh man, I'm down to 13 life. I need a Hail Mary. I need the right cards.
I feel like I know what you're waiting for, but I'll wait and see.
Boy, do I wish I hadn't killed that knight, because I could have plans. All right, I need to deal 5 damage, and not with a creature because you're flying. There's not a ton of options in my deck, and they may or may not be in my hand at this moment. We'll try something else.
I believe in you.
I think the advantageous move at this time is for me to get some more big creatures on the board. So,
Gotta have the mana to do it.
sure do.
Oh,
We're getting our questy beast down. This legendary creature has a lot of text. He too has Death Touch. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. Combat damage that will be dealt by creatures you control can't be prevented. And when he deals combat damage to an opponent, it also does that much damage to your planeswalkers.
Oh, goodness.
Do I hold back a blocker is the question.
That's a good question.
So I have decided which of my creatures are attacking, but it is up to you, Brittney, to choose which of your creatures block. Your Knight of the Ebon Legion, he can be a powerful card in the late game because he has this ability of paying 2 and a black to make him +3/+3 on his power and toughness, which is pretty insane. But I'm coming in for 9 damage right now if you don't do anything about it.
You are. And because, like, when I have that activated ability, when I pay the mana to get +3/+3 on the creature later, it also gains Death Touch, which has synergy with my Hooded Blightfang. So I'm not sure. I think I'm just going to take 9 because my Hooded Blightfang also gives me life when it attacks because it has Death Touch. And I think I just maybe,
Oh no.
I think I just
Do you have
maybe-
lethal?
No,
am I dead
not
here?
yet. Not yet. I will. Yes,
There is
maybe.
one
Do
card that will help me.
No. I think we are going to get rid of that questing beast because it's too hot to handle. It's too hot to handle.
In this lava field we're in.
I know.
I really like your little in-game pet. It's this beautiful purple flower coming out of a skull lily pad.
And if you click it, it grows. And it's the iconic Black Lotus.
There's a Black Lotus.
I think I'm just going to attack you and gain some life. Since I got rid of one of your creatures, I can now block.
Yeah, and we also didn't yet read the final piece of text on Knight of the Ebon Legion, which is if you deal 4, if another player loses 4 or more life, then you get a 1/1 counter on Knight of the Ebon Legion.
So it's just going to keep growing.
Okay, well, I didn't exactly draw the thing that I wanted to draw. I needed to draw either another Bone Crusher Giant with a stomp, or, Embercleave wouldn't be bad.
Embercleave is never bad.
Just wins games. Let's see. I don't even think I have any powers in this deck that would be able to block a flying creature. So we're just going to live our best life.
Oh, goodness. I did not account for this to have haste.
Yeah, I got some hasty voice. And then we're going to... These Brushfire Elementals have an ability called Landfall, and whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, they each get +2 until end of turn. So now I have 3 5/5s, and that's 15 points. But if you block, I'm only going to get through 11, and that's 1 point off from lethal. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
So I'll hold back my heart's desire.
Okay. I have to block. You're forcing my hand. But I'm sad because we don't trade. I think I'm just going to block one of these elementals.
Okay, 2 life, but I'm only at 8, and you've got that flyer.
I do. I think... Oh, it's only till end of turn. Ah.
Yeah, they're small boys again.
I see. Okay. Well,
I'm really bad at winking, but I might be trying to wink at the camera. Don't worry about it.
I think I'm gonna play another creature with Death Touch.
Ooh. And lifelink.
And
if only your
lifelink.
If only your hooded Blightfang had lifelink.
If only it had lifelink, so I could gain life every time I attacked or blocked. But specifically, the text on Hooded Blightfang allows me to gain life if a creature with Death Touch is attacking. So while it doesn't have Life Touch, it has text on it that allows me to gain life.
Yes, but we haven't even mentioned Summoning Sickness, so which is, I guess, an informal term, technically. But the rules say that if a creature entered the battlefield this turn, they may not attack. Which is why my hasty Brushfire Elementals are so insane, because haste means that they can attack as soon as they come into the battlefield.
I don't think I'm going to attack here, but I'm going to have to block. I'm going to have to get rid of one of these creatures so I can block some, so I don't die next turn. So I'm definitely going to get rid of one of those Brushfires, because that thing got huge last time. And I think I'm just going to pass the turn to you and see what you got up your sleeve there.
Oh my goodness.
No pressure, no pressure.
I think I'm gonna have to throw out the old GG in anticipation of this turn.
Did you get?
Okay, so I found a Fabled Passage, which is a land that you can sacrifice to find a different type of basic land in your deck, meaning, you know, you can go search for the appropriate color that you need. I think we're just going to,
No.
play a little instant speed removal, or a couple of burn spells to take care of that Blightfang, and then attack with everything. Turning them sideways.
Goodness. Well, I'll block, but I still think that's lethal. You always have to block, even if you have lifelink, because your math might be wrong.
Yeah, I never trust my math. That's why Arena is preferable to paper Magic in some ways to me, because maths is hard. Maths is hard.
Maths is hard.
And as they say, math is for blockers.
They sure do.
All right, Brittney, let's do this again, because I feel like I got, you know, the draws were in my favor that time.
I mean, the colors you're playing tend to be really good and very strong anyways. So, I mean, it could be a one-off chance, but I could get lucky. I could get exactly what I need my next opening hand.
How long have you been playing Magic?
I've been playing Magic since the very beginning of 2014. So quite a long time.
Yeah. I'm a newbie. I started with the beta of Arena in 2017 and have been playing quite a bit since then.
That's when I first started streaming Magic. Well, I streamed one of their old Duels of Planeswalker games. But
yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, they're leaps and bounds ahead now, so it's definitely worth checking out. I think,
you know, games they get gooder every year.
Every year. I think I'm going to keep my hand. It might be a little bit greedy, but I think there's just some stuff in here that's too good to pass up.
I always do the greedy keep. Mm-hmm. If I see an opportunity, I'm like, yeah, but I just need to draw the thing I need.
Yeah, you're like,
just draw the right land and I got it.
I just need one more land. What could go wrong? The famous last words of a Magic player.
Oh, man.
I'm going to hit you with another knight.
Ooh, okay. Solid opening. But what will I do in response? I think we gotta go hard or go home, and I am so sorry as I set your night on fire.
You're setting my heart aflame. on fire.
Okay,
That hurts.
my Fire Prophecy has an ability that I can put a card from my hand onto the bottom of my library and then draw another card, and I am going to take it up on that because I had a rather slow card that I don't think is going to be the key to winning.
There is nothing wrong with a little bit of card advantage. And since you thought it was so important to kill my night before, and you used that removal spell, I'm just going to hit you with another one, since we've got that removal spell out of the way now.
Ouch.
You're
Ouch,
welcome.
I say. All right. Well, let's just stick with what worked well last game. I'm going to drop a Brushfire Elemental and then another land.
No.
It's a dual modal land. What do we call these double-sided babies?
Yes, dual modal lands.
And that's going to allow me to keep up with my same old tricks. No big deal. I'm going to swing in with my Brushfire Elemental now that he is a big 3/3 after that land came down. And then I'm going to drop Ms. Heart's Desire again.
I think I'm going to get a little tricksy on you. I'm going to go ahead and play a Planeswalker.
Get out of here! No!
Say hello to Soren.
No pain.
A Planeswalker card is kind of what we are, and it's going to allow me to tick up one and give me a specific thing. Like specifically for Soren, I can create a creature I control with Death Touch and Lifelink until the end of turn. I give a creature I control Death Touch and Lifelink till the end of turn, and if it's a vampire, I get a counter on it. Or I can sacrifice one of my vampires, and when I do, I can deal 3 damage to any target and gain 3 life. Or I can get a vampire card out of my hand and put it onto the battlefield for free. So vampires really just like to buff up other vampires and gain some life. So if you can guess what I'm going to do, I'm going to maybe put a vampire onto the field for free.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing about this is it's regardless of its mana cost. So on turn 3 with Soren, you could put out 6/6. Ooh, a silver moat ghoul.
I know.
Silver smote.
Normally I would like a higher mana cost card to get out here, just for efficiency, but I like the silver moat ghoul because it's going to give me some card advantage if I sacrifice it. It's going to pull some tricks up my sleeve.
Yeah, nice. And also, his text is synergistic with Soren's second +1 ability because you could, sack a vampire, deal 3 damage to one of my creatures, gain 3 life, and then that life gain is gonna bring the Silver Smoke Ghoul from the graveyard back to the battlefield. It's pretty
the synergy there is really good. So hopefully you can stay alive, Becca.
Nice play. Oh god, let me stay alive. Okay, well, you know what 3 damage is not gonna do? It's not gonna stop a love-struck beast from getting to his heart's desire.
It is not. It is not.
And now this seems like an opportune time to drop a Fabled Passage to activate the landfall ability of my Brushfire Elemental, crack it open to make him an even bigger boy. I know. Okay, so now... Oh my, I really want to, the only time you get to choose where your creatures attack is when there is a planeswalker on the battlefield. I can choose to go for Brittney, or I can go for Soren the Imperious Bloodlord. But you could just sacrifice, block with one of those creatures to keep him alive. The Soren is dangerous, but I know that you're just going to block. And I'm not sure if you would block if I go for your face, so we'll see what's going to happen.
I'm not gonna block.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my life as a resource here, which is really important when you're playing Magic. And sometimes it's better to just take a hit and see if you have a big brain plan on the horizon, which, I mean, I think I do. So we'll see how that goes.
No. I feel like I would never be able to play competitive level Magic because I get too like anxious when I think I'm gonna win. My heart pounds out of my chest. I don't know how these people do it.
I've been in a few competitions and it's still nerve-wracking every single time. So I still don't know how they do it. I get nervous just playing against my friends. All right.
Oh gosh, your Blightfang. He came back.
I know. It's coming back for you. I think. Creature 2 or less. Ooh. I think I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit here. I think I'm gonna sacrifice my Knight of the Ebon Legion to get rid of that elemental, because you're just gonna keep pulling out more lands, and I'm not here for that anymore. And I'm gonna pass on attacking because, I mean, I gotta have up some blockers to protect Sorin.
Fair enough. Okay, now I bring out the big guns. My legendary artifact, the Great Hinge. It costs essentially 9 converted mana cost, which is 7 plus the 2 green, but it costs X less when X is the greatest power among creatures you control, and I've got that Lovestruck Beast out. What I didn't think about till just now is when I use Brushfire Elemental and do the landfall and then like crack a Fabled Passage open, that also would make the Great Hinge cheaper. I probably could have played it last turn, but didn't think of that.
Sometimes we have to not play it to think about it later.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm able to tap it to get 2 more green mana and add 2 life. And when a creature enters the battlefield under my control, I can put a 1/1 counter on it and immediately draw a card. So those things sound like a good time to me. I'm going to play my Crag Crown Pathway, which is a land, and I can play it as red or green. I'm going to play it as red. And then my Kazandu Mammoth. Because when I play it, it will draw me a card because of Great Hinge.
And card advantage
now,
is
maybe I should have done
so
that
important.
in my second main.
I said card advantage is really so important. So being able to draw a card when you only have 1 card in your hand is really clutch.
Yeah, totally. Now, I would love to swing at Sorin, but the Blightfang has Death Touch, and I really don't want to kill my creatures. So he's going to tick up to 3, and he could kill something else next time. Oh, gosh. Should I have gone for him when I had the chance? But you would have blocked.
I would have. I totally would have blocked. I want to keep this Sorin alive because it's synergistic to my whole deck.
It's true. Okay, I'm not going to attack. I'm going to sit tight.
Oh, goody. Oh, good.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Did you draw something real nice?
Something a little exciting. Yeah, I think so. I'm going to play a sorcery card here that's going to allow me to bring 2 target creatures back from my graveyard with converted mana cost 3 or less. And since the only thing I have in my graveyard are my 2 Knights of the Ebon Legion, I can have both of them back. And I get to put a Death Touch counter and a Menace counter on one of them. And for those that don't know what Menace is I can attack, and she has to block with 2 creatures this time. So I have an even more strong wall to protect my Sorin. And I can't wait.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
I'm hoping my card advantage from the Great Hinge will do me right.
One can only hope. And I think because I have a lot of vampires out here, I'm just going to pick one of them to put a counter on. I'm gonna pump up my one with Menace, so you really gotta keep an eye on him. And I still don't feel safe attacking just yet, so I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna play the long con on you.
Okay. First things first. I would like to draw another card. So I'm going to tap my Great Henge and play Scavenging Ooze. See what I draw. Okay. Uh-huh. Interesting.
Putting you in a tough spot over there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You got a lot of death touch on the board.
Mono black
Okay.
is notorious for death touch, I'll tell you that.
That's a fact. But you know what? I'd really like to get rid of one of them before he ends up causing more trouble. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the Stomp effect on Bone Crusher Giant to deal 2 damage to that Knight of the Ebon Legion.
Boo. Boo,
Yep,
I
yep,
say.
I know! I mean, yay! Okay, and then next up, if I throw onto the board another creature, I'll get to draw once more because of the Great Henge, which is an out-of-control legendary artifact.
It's seriously so good.
It's pretty awesome. Can really come back from behind that way. And then I have a land, because Xandu Mammoth is another landfall creature. He gets +2 as well. +2/+2. And I got 2 of them, but one of them still has summoning sickness. And then it doesn't even matter how big these creatures get because you have death touch.
I sure do.
Okay.
Oh, you're just gonna keep pumping it up.
We're gonna keep pumping. I'm gonna bring down another forest. Because I had an evolving wild. It's like a fabled passage, but your mana comes intact. Alright, I got some 8/8s chilling.
But it's just till the end of turn. So it's scary momentarily.
Scarily. Do I really want to kill this Sorin more than anything? You have 3 creatures that could all block. Okay, I'm going for it. I turn everything sideways at your Sorin, so you can sort out what happens.
Oh.
We want that vampire dead.
Mm.
Back in the coffin.
I think I gotta get rid of that mammoth. Even though, like, I know you could have another fabled pat. You only have 1 card in your hand. I think I block 1.
I probably should have held on to my evolving wilds, but maybe I have 10 cards, so don't worry about it.
I think I'm willing to get rid of Sorin here. I think it's worth it.
Okay.
I know. I think I'll just do it. I can do math. I think I'm gonna enchant this Silver Moat Ghoul. Give it flying.
No. Ghouls don't fly?
Oh, this ghoul flies, baby.
Oh no.
This ghoul friend is gonna meet your face at some point.
Oh, ghoul friend.
But I'm still very scared of you, so I'm not gonna attack. And I'm just gonna hold it back so maybe when you attack I can kill something that you have.
Oh my gosh, you're not gonna like what I just drew.
Oh no.
Yeah. No, yeah, I might have top decked something that is undesirable for you.
Does it begin with an E? I mean, you're gonna have to tell me.
That would be nice, but no, your ghoul is going to hate. You know, he may have a lot of power, but he's not too tough. And this giant, as the ghoul flies, hovering 10 feet off the ground, this giant comes out of nowhere, towering at like 100 feet, and just stomps right behind him as he's trying to trash talk my little heart's desire here.
Well, you can try to do that, but
No.
I'm gonna take my life into my own hands, and I'm gonna use his activated ability and sacrifice it to draw a card.
Okay. Well played, well played.
Now let's see.
I see. All right, I am going to, before killing bits, I'm going to play a god. No big deal, just a god.
Just God.
Because this, I have played Clothis, God of Destiny, a legendary enchantment creature god. So he counts as all those things, if any other card text refers to those things. And he says, my devotion being to red and green being 7 or more, he becomes a creature. Otherwise, he just sort of like chills down by the Great Hinge there. And at the beginning of my pre-combat main phase, which I'm already in now, it already started, so too late for this turn, I can exile a card from a graveyard, which means take something from either of our graveyards, send it straight into the ether, and if it was a land, I can add some mana. Otherwise, I can gain 2 life and deal 2 damage to you. Your Planeswalker, so that's pretty baller. And because of the Great Henge, it drew me a card. And
Oh my goodness.
I think I have some options because I have a dual modal card here. I can play another Kazandu Mammoth, but I think I'm just going to play the other side, which is a land, because that pumps up the Kazandu Mammoth that already is on the board.
That's the way to go. This is looking pretty grim.
We're swinging. We're swinging with our big old creatures.
I
And
have
I'll
to
let you
block.
choose your blockers.
I have
Okay.
to block here. Because that's 8 damage.
I'm also going to... I'm going to use the activated ability of the Scavenging Ooze. It says pay a green, and I can do that at instant speed, so anytime. And I can exile a target card from a graveyard, and if it was a creature, I can put a 1/1 counter on this ooze. And I can do that for as many times as I have a green mana source. So let's take out creatures.
The combat trick play!
I know. Do I use my last one on your ghoul, or I could exile your Demonic Embrace and you wouldn't be able to play it again. But if I could do...
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not gonna
so
kill you this
proud
turn,
of you,
so I'm
Becca.
gonna be cruel. I'm gonna be cruel and take out your Demonic Embrace. Okay.
Oh,
I made the smashy.
I do.
You know what? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I'm hurt.
Let me throw it on that
I'm
GG.
so hurt. Nice.
Okay.
Good game.
I think what we do here is we switch up our deck choices because I may have been playing a bunch of this deck this week. Normally, I'm not always so adept with my deck choice, but this one I've got some practice running with.
You know what? I think that's a good idea. I'm gonna pull the old concede here because we know it's a loss, and I don't want to drag it out anymore to hurt myself. And
Hey,
let's just move
it's
on
the
to
noble
next
way to
one.
do it.
You know?
It's like turning your king sideways.
It's like
I'm obsessed with the Queen's Gambit, by the way.
it's so good. It's so good. I love it.
I mean, I may or may not have done photo shoots where I did a bunch of this pose that she does.
Yes. Oh, it's wonderful.
It's a TV show about chess. If you haven't seen it, it's excellent. And the main character has short red hair, so naturally, me and Chandra relate.
Yeah, and it reminds me of Magic though because it's a strategy game, and so is Magic, and you know a lot like poker or checkers or anything like that. It's just you really got to think like 10 steps ahead, what you could have, what you're not going to do, and it's really like they go hand in hand.
Absolutely, that deep strategy. And the competitive level play, which I've been lucky enough to get to watch some firsthand Magic stuff in that regard, because I get to interview players sometimes, and while watching it, I was just so reminded of that level of play and how much it is a psychological game of staying on top. It's not necessarily your skill level, it's where you are mentally that's putting you in a position to make the best moves or not. So insanely interesting.
It really is. And you can only, there's only so many, well, at least in chess, there's only so many ways to win, right? But in Magic, there's kind of infinite ways to win. So your brain is constantly churning.
Right? Okay, speaking of ways to win, I'm so excited about this stuff we got. Can I show you? Okay, I got a makeup palette, and I'm really excited because these are definitely my colors. All right, here we go. It's Laura Geller. Cinnamon and Spice. And look at these. This is like totally my color palette right here.
I love those.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to put a little on. What else did you get in your box?
Speaking of which, I was going to say, I love that you picked the eyeshadow palette because I used to be a makeup artist. So I yeah. And so I also picked one of like the makeup things out of my box, and it's a blush that I'm wearing. It's this really beautiful, like peachy, shimmery color. And I mean, it would look great on you too, Becca, because obviously red hair, peach
we have
looks
similar
so
coloring.
good with me. And I loved it because it just goes on so nice. And I mean, I'm very particular about makeup too, because being a makeup artist and everything, it's gotta be good, It's gotta be good.
And also, you're a cosplayer.
Mm-hmm. And
what have you been building lately? I imagine that makeup is a huge element of cosplay, not just the costume itself.
Yes, it can bring something completely to life to use makeup, and I've been working on a few things I can't really talk about that are really exciting.
What's an old one that you loved?
But I think one old one that I love is from one of my favorite games is Bayonetta. I don't know if you've ever played Bayonetta.
Yes,
but
Does she have green hair?
Well, I mean, you can play Bayonetta, I think, in Super Smash with green hair. But Bayonetta doesn't have green hair. But her hair is iconic and so beautiful. And so I made a wig with everything like that. And even her makeup is just iconic. And I just love the game so much. I have it on my Switch. You can play Bayonetta or Bayonetta 2. And I love her so much because she's sassy and strong like me. And so, yeah.
Legit.
So good.
Oh my god, this Bayonetta cosplay is incredible.
Oh, thank you.
I see what you mean about iconic hairstyle.
It's there. It's in charge.
All right, I'm going to challenge you. I had a historic deck picked out. Hopefully it's not too evil.
Well, we'll find out. All right, let's go. I think I'm gonna, I'll go with my tried and true.
I wonder if we're choosing the same deck.
Oh, I doubt it. There's so many decks to choose from.
We'll see. Chandra versus Vraska. Oh no, this is a terrible start.
Oh, yes.
Is that what you want to hear?
Well,
or
that's
do you
what
have
I
a good
wanna
opening
hear,
hand?
But I also have a great opening hand.
Oh gosh, do I keep or do I throw it back? I think I got a mulligan. This is better.
It's always hard because if you're like me, you like to keep greedy hands, so mulliganing is so hard because you're like, but I want to have 7 cards.
Totally. Yeah, each time you mulligan, you have to send back a card. But the London mulligan, I think, was instated early 2019 in competitive play, which says that you get to choose. You get to draw a hand of 7 again and then choose which of the 7 you put back in your library. And that definitely made a mulligan less of a painful thing to do.
It is. But I'm going to be playing something. Some of these you might have seen before, but it's a little pumped up because we're now playing white and black. So I just paid 2 life to put
we're vampires.
I know, we're vampires. And I'm going to play an enchantment that's going to give me life every single time I play a creature.
Uh-oh. Yeah, life gain is not what I wanted this deck to be against, and I'm not going to say what it is quite yet, but you will know soon enough. Let's see.
I mean, it's got green and black in it. I might have played it before.
I know. I'm using your signature colors here.
Oh, I have an inkling of an idea.
I think you know
of what it could possibly be. So I'm gonna throw a synergy card down here. Just more life game.
Yep. Okay, I think that you have Veto in your deck, which is a very powerful creature. I wish I could quote his exact text, but I forget.
I may or may not have Veto, Thorn of the Dusk Rose in here.
That's the one.
Yeah. He's a great guy. He's a great Veto. Love him.
Love him. Great guy.
He's a great guy. He's my uncle.
I may have misplayed my lands here, so we're just gonna do what we do.
You know, it's playing lands in the right sequence is also an art form. It takes a little while to get the hang of doing something like that.
Absolutely. Okay, so your Blood Artist is a 0/1. And you're out of mana.
Yeah.
So there's no way that you're gonna block this priest.
No, I would never sacrifice my Blood Artist. He's way too important to me.
Okay, well, unless you have a sack outlet.
I do not currently.
Currently. All right, I've played a Woe Strider. This creature horror comes in with a goat that he's ready to eat, and when he does, he will scry 1, which means peek at the top card of your library and put it on the bottom if you want.
I think I'm gonna play my land for turn, and then I'm gonna throw another vampire out here, and I'm gonna play a Marauding Blight Priest, which whenever I gain life, you lose 1 life. So I can do plenty of damage to you without swinging in, because I have my Johnny's Welcome. That's just gonna give me life every time I play a card.
This is true. Okay.
Pretty strong.
Moment of truth. Would I like to sacrifice this goat?
That's pretty early. No, you know, don't mind me. Don't mind me.
Keeping my goat around for now.
Maybe a smart choice.
Playing land for turn.
You are playing Jund.
I am.
Sacrifice, aren't you?
I am playing Jund Sacrifice. So Jund refers to the colors I'm playing, which are red, green, black. And Sacrifice means that all of my cards are targeted to me killing my own stuff in order to reap some benefit against you. So, for example, I have played Mayhem Devil. Whenever a player sacrifices a permanent, meaning any card that's not an instant or sorcery, Mayhem Devil deals 1 damage to any target. So I get to choose. And so, well, Mayhem Devil likes when I sacrifice, but Priest is what allows me to sacrifice. I am going to sacrifice.
Mayhem Devil is one of my favorite cards. He's a devil riding a unicycle holding fireballs in his hands. I would just like to point that out.
That is an excellent point. I didn't study that art enough. Yeah, he's got a very scary mask on as well. So I'm going to sacrifice a goat and a Woe Strider. Oh gosh, I probably should have gone to combat with my Woe Strider first, but here we are. And then my Mayhem Devil will deal 2 damage. I am going to hit your Marauding Blight Priest twice. So 1 damage again. And
Alright.
the stack is this area floating here. And nothing is resolved until it goes on top of the stack, and your opponent has an opportunity to place something else on top of that. For example, this Blood Artist. Maybe I should have killed the Blood Artist first. All right, so now the Blood Artist is gone. I did. So I am going to deal more damage to you.
And that's what's great about what I had on the board. Even though you killed everything, they all had triggers that allowed me to gain life when things died or when everything died on your side and my side, which allowed me to gain life, and I did damage to you. So while you did all that damage to me, I still have 20 life, and now you're down to 11.
Oh, snap. Okay, I probably could have ordered that better, but when I tapped my Priest of Forgotten Gods to sacrifice those 2 creatures, it also gave me 2 floating black mana. So now I'm going to spin that, along with my Overgrown Tomb, which gives me a forest, to play Light of War Visionary.
Nice.
He draws me a card, and he can be tapped for green mana, which is pretty sweet.
Ooh, what do we have here? I always like to be extremely efficient with my mana uses. And I'm gonna place some cards here that are gonna allow me to do a little
There he is.
damage. Like Fido,
Ooh.
Thorn of the Dusk Rose. Every time I
already
gain
feel-
life, I'm gonna be able to do 1 damage to Becca's face, and I don't even have to worry about swinging in. And we had our tried
Unfortunately,
and true.
I drew the card that could get me out of this right after I needed it. I won't say what I have. Let's see. I'm going to need to gain some life to stay in this game.
I bet you got
All
something
right.
in there.
Could be. Oh no.
Jund is
Okay.
really, really difficult.
It is, especially against life gain, because I'm trying to get you down to 0 a little bit at a time. So I've played a Gilded Goose, which comes into the battlefield and creates a food token, which has many properties that are valuable to other cards, but just by itself, it can be sacrificed for 2 mana to give me 3 life, which may be the way I want to use it right now. So I'm trying to decide whether I should tap Priest of Forgotten Gods, kill some of my own stuff to get Veto off the battlefield, or do I just swing into combat and see... Oh gosh, but you have some death touch going on with your Vampire of the Dire Moon, so combat's not going to be good for me. I'm going to target you to lose 2 life, please, and sacrifice a creature. Then I have to sacrifice 2 creatures to make this happen. So I'm going to sack my green creatures here because I love my Mayhem Devil too much.
Mayhem Devil's gonna do the work.
He's going to do that work. So the thing I forgot about of Priest of Forgotten Gods is you have to sacrifice something.
I do.
So I'm going to first hit your Vampire of the Dire Moon.
That's a good play. That is a good play.
And-
I was hoping
yeah,
you would
then I'm
maybe
gonna go
just
for your
go to my face. Boo.
And when you had to sacrifice, that gave me another trigger off of the Mayhem Devil. And I have drawn another card because of Priest of Forgotten Gods. And it gave me that floating mana. So let me just... Oh, goodness. Do I? Do I dare? I don't know what this food is going to do for me except give me some life. So I'm going to use those 2 black mana to sacrifice my food token, which is also another activation of the Mayhem Devil. Now I'm up to 12 life, which feels cozier. So I don't mind losing 2 more to look at your hand and throw out something I don't like. Okay, you have Underworld Dreams, which says whenever I draw a card, it will deal 1 damage to me, or Cruel Celebrant. I think I can deal with the Cruel Celebrant, which is a creature, more easily than the Underworld Dreams, so I'm going to throw out the Underworld Dreams. And then I will play one more little creature, just a little elf druid with hexproof, which means you can't cast spells that will hurt her. And now I'm going to manipulate my next draw step a little by playing Temple of Malady. And, okay, yeah, I think I will keep on top this next thing.
Yeah, I love a good scry. It just allows you to look at the top part of your library and decide if you want to put it on the bottom or not.
Uh-oh, no, why'd you gasp? I don't like you gasping off your top draw. Oh, no.
Yes, maybe.
You're scheming over there. You're making schemy sounds.
Schemy schmeemy. We're just gonna bring our good old boy back. Since you used so much to get rid of him, I cast
sure did.
Revival Revenge, which is a two-sided card, which one side will allow me to get a target creature card with converted mana cost or less from my graveyard, or I could have doubled my life total and then halved your life total. But since I didn't have any cards on the battlefield that would have allowed me to do enough damage to kill you, I didn't think that was smart enough. So I brought Veto back to go with my Cruel Celebrant that you so easily said you could deal with. So we'll see what you can do.
I didn't say so easily. I just was more worried about that enchantment. No, nothing here is easy.
No, never easy.
Gosh. I need more cards in my graveyard.
I need more cards in my hand.
Okay, I'm going to tap the Paradise Druid for black mana. And then I'm going to play another Priest of Forgotten Gods. And then I'm going to target you to lose 2 life, and then I have to sacrifice 2 of my creatures. So I'm gonna sacrifice the Priest of Forgotten Gods I just played to the other one, and then the Mayhem Devil gets a little angry. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. I think I'm gonna go for the Cruel Celebrant with 2 pings of a Mayhem Devil. Oh man, it hurts me, but I had to do it. And now you had to sacrifice your veto yet again. And I have 1 more ping on Mayhem Devil, but your life total is much higher than mine. And now I finally have enough in my graveyard that I can do what's called Escape. I pay 3, a black and a black, to exile 4 other cards from my graveyard, and then Woe Strider gets to escape. So I will exile 4, and bring back Woe Strider with 2 1/1 counters on her. And she's gonna make another goat, which my priest will like. I'm going to play a land for turn, but this one is what's called a shock land. I could pay 2 life for it to enter untapped. At 6 life, I don't think I'll be doing that. And now I'm going to combat to hit you with my Mayhem Devil. I may have more on the board, but
you have so much on the board.
But my life total is low.
All right, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to do the one thing I can do and play Vampire of the Dire Moon, Lifelink, and Death Touch. So, well, you may be able to make me sacrifice it, but I got. It's what I gotta do. I got nothing left.
Yeah. Your deck is awesome, but not if Veto doesn't stay down.
You know, I might just be able to find a way to bring him back. Maybe one day.
But I got lucky with my Mayhem Devil being there for me. And here I go with my classic move. I'm going to make you sacrifice your vampire.
Why you do
now
this
I have to go
Becca?
sacrificing my stuff. No, I drew another creature, which helped me have more ammunition for sacrifice.
I know. I was hoping you didn't, because I knew you didn't want to sacrifice that Woe Strider.
Okay,
I have
okay.
something in here that could help me, but I don't know if I can find it.
Now, when I move on to my combat phase, those 2 floating mana will disappear. So I gotta play a creature now in my first main phase. And now, we're coming in for one more than Xaxes.
Ugh. You're doing it to me, Becca. You're
I
hitting
know!
me with it.
Luck of the draw.
I respect it. RNG is a real thing. For those of you that don't know, it's just the heart of the cards. Sometimes it's with you and sometimes it's not.
You know, I prayed to the magic gods this morning, so that is on my side.
I think that was my mistake. I didn't. I thought I had it in the bag. I was like, oh, it'll be fine.
Okay, I want to challenge you to one more match, and I think since you said you were about to play the deck I just played, and I was about to play the deck you just played, maybe we switch decks.
Yes.
Let's do it. One more challenge.
Let's do it. Take me to the river, Becca.
Hold on, let me just make sure that the deck that I think this is the Vita deck. Yeah. 'Tis a version. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they're all similar but different.
Okay. I challenge you, Lady of Danger.
I accept Becca of Scott. All right, let's do it. So excited. This is actually one of my favorite players, LVS. His deck list.
Luis Scott Vargas.
Yes.
That is exactly whose deck list I took as well.
Alrighty.
Luis Scott Vargas is an incredible content creator and player, and is the heart of Channel Fireball.
Yes. LSV.
Yeah, I also
So good.
love listening to Marshall and Luis on Limited Resources, which is a podcast all about the limited format, which we haven't even talked about today.
Limited is... I'm bad at it, but it's fun. I think I'm finally
like
gonna
limited
have to mulligan.
formats.
Oh,
Oh, no.
yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it's
Hey,
great.
always
I
worth
mulliganed.
it.
Great. Worth it.
Okay, what am I doing? I'm really having a tough time deciding because my lands are not ideal. They're a little bit slow, but I do hate to mulligan because I'm greedy, so this may have been
Oh, did you greedy keep?
a tough choice. Indeed.
That. Do I? Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. I'm gonna play a shock land, but I'm not gonna pay the 2 life. I know the deck you're playing. I'm gonna keep my life total as high as I can.
Fair enough. Good call. Oh, gosh. All right. I just got to drop a land in past turn.
Alrighty, I think I'll pay for this one. I'll pay for this one. We're gonna start asserting our dominance and play a Priest of Forgotten Gods.
She served me right.
She did you right, and I'm hoping she holds out for me. I've been holding out for a hero, but I'll take a priest.
Okay. Oh, gosh. As you mentioned, it is great to be efficient by using all of your mana each turn. I'm having a difficult decision of whether I want to play a sorcery or just getting creatures down. And I think I want to get my creatures down as soon as possible.
Always a strong start.
Now, I don't have a Johnny's Welcome in your deck, which was the enchantment that kept gaining you life all game. So,
It's pretty good.
it may not be the smoothest build here.
All right. I think I'm gonna take take a page out of your book, and I'm going to start playing some creatures as well. But we've got the good old Cauldron Familiar, because this is historic, and she's not banned in historic.
The Cauldron Familiar is awesome.
Not going to attack here, because we're just not ready yet. My stuff has summoning sickness. I can't just willy-nilly swing in there.
We're going to just take a little peek at what you've got left in hand.
No, you don't, Becca.
I think I do.
You can.
Okay, so these are both. I get to throw out one of your cards or make you discard it. And then I lose 2 life for that, all that thought seizing. But I have to throw out one of 2 amazing cards. You have Mayhem Devil, you have Collected Company. You could look at the top 6 cards and put 2 creature cards with converted mana cost 3 or less. So basically, you could have another Mayhem Devil on top of your library when you play that. But you don't yet have the mana. And a Mayhem Devil in hand is worth 2 in the bush, I think is a saying.
Yeah.
Play another swamp and just a serrated scorpion.
I like him.
Okay, if I were to swing with my Cruel Celebrant, you could double block.
I could. Indeed.
But it would kill your cat. I don't think that's worth it to me. Cruel Celebrant is definitely worth more to me, not dead. Please don't be mana. Please don't be mana.
It is not.
One more. Oh, no.
I had to pay mana, but so I could get Jacantha into my hand, which is
nice.
a companion. So they changed the rules on it a little bit, but you have to pay the mana cost originally, and then you can play the card. So we're just gonna hang tight and bide out our time a little bit. I personally think the Gen deck is a little bit more of a mid-range deck, which means it takes a little longer, but not really long to play.
Yeah, you gotta set it up. Play the long game. All right. Well. I gotta start doing something here, and hopefully I have enough buffer that your Priest of Forgotten Gods will not make me sacrifice this beautiful baby boy, Vito, and his Thorny Dusk Rose.
He is back, baby. Vito's back. Oh, goodness.
I am not going to... Oh. Ooh.
I know, it's tough. What do you do?
I really want to swing. I just
I mean, I'm not here to tell you how to live your life, but maybe it's worth it.
Maybe it's worth it. No, it's not worth it. Okay, I was thinking about attacking with my Serrated Scorpion. My Cruel Celebrant's too important, but really, I just wanted you to block with your Cauldron Familiar because you have 2 creatures that you won't mind sacrificing to get that Priest of Forgotten Gods activation going. And if I could get you to block with one of them, that'd be great.
Becca Scott, I have misplayed on this day.
Oh no!
But it is okay. It is okay.
I see. You found your 4th land, but you played it tapped instead of untapped for the 2 life.
Yes, I misclicked. I meant to pay for the 2, but I will live with my mistake. And I will
Luckily,
pass
you
the
had
turn
a
to
really
you.
nice 3-drop just chilling in your hand.
Just in case. Just in case. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we've got a legendary human lady here. Her name is Teysa Karlov. And she really wants some creatures dying because their triggered ability from dying would happen again. For example, this scorpion will deal 2 damage when it dies. So now I kind of want it to die.
But I don't think I want to take 4 damage.
What do I do here? What do I do here? Just the scorpion, I think.
I am not going to allow you to have that triggered twice. I will not. But I will look at the top of my library.
Please whiff. Just whiff.
No whiffs, baby. No whiffs.
Okay, okay.
All right, I'm going to play my land for turn.
But you did just find one creature in the top 6 cards, not 2. So that was a little lucky on my end.
You're lucky. You know what? I think I'm going to do it.
Your board is looking wide.
It is wide.
In the best way.
I'm going to sacrifice my Cauldron Familiar and my goat. I'm going to make you sacrifice something. While my Blood Artist triggers go on the stack.
Oof. Okay, I'm sacrificing my Scorpion. Oh no.
I get triggers for all the sacrifices.
But so do I.
You do.
And they happen twice because of Tessa.
I know.
Tessa? There's a Y in the middle, so.
Tessa Karlov. Oh my goodness, I know.
Yeah. They're all just going off. I got a little engine going. And it gained me some life.
We lived. We have lived on this day. I'm gonna sacrifice my Priest of Forgotten Gods with Summoning Sickness to trigger my Blood Artist, deal damage to myself to draw a card, scry, so we gotta look at the top of my library, and then no attacks here, and pass the turn to you.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I lived for a turn.
So, I think I can go out with a bang.
Becca. Using my deck to kill me?
I think. Oh, I don't know. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I don't want to say it out loud because what if it doesn't work? Okay, so I need that to happen. I need you to lose 6 life. And I need to do it by me just making something of mine die. No. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if this is my best move. I just know it looks fun.
Oh my goodness. That's a pretty good card, and I think that was the smart move.
I may have had something that would have taken everybody down. Okay, I'm playing Plague Crafter, and when it enters the battlefield, each player sacks a creature. And if you can't, you discard a card, but of course we both have creatures to sacrifice. And when I sacrifice my creature, it's going to cause triggers for all my things that love when I kill stuff. Gain life, lose life. Okay, so I'm going to sacrifice my... You know what? My Plague Crafter is best to me dead, so I'm going to sacrifice him, even though he just came down.
I'm going to sacrifice my Midnight Reaper because it's dealing damage to me every time a creature dies.
Yeah, your life total is now a very precious resource.
It is very precious to me. While I am gaining life for all of this stuff. Oh my goodness.
My triggers are all going off. Oh gosh, I got you down to 3. So we were both gaining and losing. Basically, yes. Cruel Celebrant was like, oh, you lost a creature. You lose 1 life. Your opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Then Vito was like, what? We gain life? Oh my gosh, our opponent loses that much life. And Tessa was like, what? Whatever happened because somebody died, let's do it twice. So they're all friends. They're chilling. Okay.
We're all friends around here.
It's pretty sick. I'm just going to drop a Godless Shrine tapped and... well... You have 3 power on the board.
I do.
So I think that I'm gonna swing in with my Cruel Celebrant and Tessa.
Okay.
And let you pick. So here's my thoughts. The Woe Strider could block Teysa, but then the Woe Strider dies. And these 3 damage could just be game if she doesn't block. Oh my gosh, I'm getting that adrenaline I was talking about. Why I will never be competitive. I'm shaking. My blood is like pumping.
So I'm just going to take the 1 from Cruel Celebrant because if I kill it, you're going to get 2 triggers off of it, which is going to kill me with Veto.
Yeah. They like to work together. Uh-oh. You're bringing more on the battlefield.
No.
Oh no, once
This
again.
feels
Okay, you were
bad.
kind of cheated out of 2 creatures this game.
I was, but I
Cheated by your own deck.
let's see, hold on. We're gonna see if I can, we're gonna sacrifice these. Get some triggers, gain some life, but
Well done.
it might
Okay.
just be enough to stay alive till next turn, but I think you've got it in the bag.
There is a way to send maximum damage back your way, and I think I kill my Cruel Celebrant at long last. As much as I hate to do it. Because that will gain me life, and Veto likes that.
All right.
And then I have you lose life, and because of Teysa, it counts as an extra.
I think that's, oh, it's so close to lethal.
1! And now you have another blocker. Okay.
All right.
That'll help you live another turn.
1 turn. Never give up.
Unless all I need to do is gain a little bit of life.
Just one.
But none of
one
my
crumb
creatures
of
are
a
doing
life.
that. So Vito's got another line of text, and it's a naughty one. I could
know
pay
what it
5.
is.
And both these boys are gonna get some lifelink, and lifelink is gonna means whatever damage I deal, I earn that much life back. And Vito says if I gain life, you have to lose that much life, and he's just up to his old tricks right now.
Vito's such a strong card.
GG.
Becca, you're an amazing Magic player.
So are you. We were playing the same decks. It's just the luck of that draw sometimes. And
It's okay.
Thank you. I should take the compliment. I know it's also many hours of putting time in these decks, but there's always that element of needing to draw the right thing. So
It is, but I think I always recommend to Magic players, losing isn't always bad because you learn what your mistakes every time you lose, and so when you play again, you hopefully don't make those mistakes. So losing isn't bad; it's an educational purpose when playing Magic.
Yeah, and I learned something today, which is I am a terrible host for bringing you on to Lifestyle Level Up and then beating you at Magic, and I am so glad that you came on to play with me, and I am sorry that my decks were vicious and rude.
It is okay. I do not blame you. I blame the cards.
Yeah, the heart of the cards. Amen. Did you get any other awesome stuff in your FabFitFun box that maybe I didn't get and I want to see?
I don't know. Did you get a pair of mucklucks by chance? Because it's been getting really cold here and in Los Angeles. I say really cold. It's just been getting chilly. And I hate wearing shoes. And so I've been wearing my mucklucks around the house because they are so warm and comfortable. I'm just like obsessed with them.
I don't want to show the bottom because I too have been wearing mine instead of shoes most of the time.
They're so comfy and warm,
They
and I
really
love
are.
them.
We have the same aversion to shoes.
I think we do. I just like foot
Yeah.
freedom. I just want to have free Pete's.
Free the toes, that's what I say.
That's what I'm talking about. But the one more thing that I did like, since I told you a lot about how I love makeup and stuff like that, besides the mucklucks, which are great. I also got this awesome mirror that like has a light on it if you just touch it. It's so great, and it disassembles, so like if I want to travel with it for like any conventions or cosplay or anything like that, that just like pops off on the bottom, and you have like all the angles you could possibly need to fix your makeup. I love it.
That's perfect. Oh my goodness. Okay, well now I wish I had chosen one of those. It's so hard because you get 8 different choices in your box, and it's also awesome. I'm like, do I have to choose? Can I get it all?
I just want one of everything.
I just need to get 5 boxes. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Brittney, Lady Danger, thank you so much for being on the show today. Can you tell everybody where they can find you on social media and whatnot?
Yes, absolutely. One, thank you for having me. But you can find me on Instagram at the Lady Danger. You can find me on Twitch every Friday night, twitch.tv/Lady Danger. You can find me on Twitter if you just search Lady Danger, which is 2 E's, no Y. And if you're interested in magic, I edit the Command Zone podcast, so you can also find me there and on some past game night episodes.
Oh man, well, I'm a big fan of Josh and Jimmy, who are the creators of Command Zone and Game Nights, and I've loved watching your episodes. So congrats on all the awesome stuff that you're up to, and let's play again soon.
Yes, please.
All right, take care, love.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
And thanks so much to you at home for watching this lifestyle level up. If you want to play Magic the Gathering Arena, you can find it on PC and Mac, and it's coming soon to mobile as well. And a huge thank you to our sponsor, FabFitFun. If you want to get a discount on your first box, check out our offer code. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.